Hello, hello, and welcome. Hopefully y'all are having a wonderful day so far today. Make sure everything is looking pretty good. Nope. Category is games and dev. Software, game development, horror, indie. Done. Now let's see if everything looks good. Yes. Excellent. Got my fruit shake. Got my water. And today, we're going to be finishing transferring over the objects that we worked on the last couple weeks. And putting it in and make sure that their interactions are nice and, well, interactable. Now, let's see here. We have the ambulance. We have fire truck. We have police. And I think we wanted all the different ones. So, let's go ahead and open. I have my iPad here as well. I need to do better as far as organization. If there's anything you want to take from this, it's make a folder for what you're working on, for each project that you're working on, and then taking that. Alright. Boop. See, now we got this. So we have the 4x4. I don't know if y'all are as excited as I am as far as the new Elden Ring DLC that's coming out today. Woo boy. I'm stoked. I am a little upset, however, because I thought my save was ready to go, and then I realized that I started a new game plus that I barely touched because I respect everything. So I was like, damn it, I wanted it to be just like right after I beat the game. That's what I wanted it, because it was I have a little knife and I'm gonna kill God with it build. Being like, I don't put any points of vitality. I put just enough points not to get one shot. That's all I care about. Unless it's a big attack that's easily choreographed, then at that point I just need to get good. So 4x4, so each of these are 20. So we have 4x4. We have new, and this is 5x10, I believe. Five by 10. Let's see something. Let's make sure, because I did make a folder. Did I already do it and I just didn't? I thought I saw the folder. Where you at? Where are you at? There you are. 4x8, 5x10. Okay. House. So we got it all. Whatever reason this is in here, Can I like move it? Duplicate, copy, share. Damn. Maybe I need to like go into the files or some nonsense like that. How you doing, Lux? All right, so all this, we'll just switch back to these guys, and I will go ahead and start transferring all these into our game here. And then we're going to check out the 2D in 3D kind of like demo, seeing how they actually coded things, and try to implement a similar kind of interaction for us. The first kind of interaction that we want to do is a click of our resources get sent to the house that we sent it to, right? If we have a police car and we want to send a police car to a particular house, we just need a click to make it go from one end to the thing that we clicked on. The other thing that we'll need to implement is a restriction to roads, in which, in hindsight, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to make like road things, and I'm like, nah, I'm pretty sure in the actual Godot program we can just make like a 2D square and just make that. I don't think we have to make it in like an art asset. Okie dokie. Go ahead and transfer. This will be a last call. Whatchamacallit? Objects. Let's see here. We have ambulance. Oh, no. We'll need to actually turn these into... None of these are transparent, right? So we can actually do JPEG. Just a heads up, if you want transparency, you want PNG file, not JPEG. JPEG does not retain transparency. Or at least not from my experience, I'll tell you that much. I'll just go ahead and actually unplug this, so that way y'all... I don't know if y'all hear the typing on the iPad, but under the assumption that you do, I'm going to unplug that so it doesn't bother y'all. Come on. I want you to go in there. Nope. Okie dokie. So what do we have in the actual file then? In the file, we just have the variations of different points of interest. And then house. And we have... Didn't we have house? So we'll go ahead and open you. Fire truck. I like how I made all these things where it's just like fire truck and it's just a red square. I will say, even though I know how important it is to just like not treat things with the you know, artistic treatment in the beginning, because you want a very non-biased interpretation of your like gameplay. But man, it is just like, here's a fire truck, and instead of being like, ooh, I could do this, or I could do this, or I could do this, it's like, no. Red square, keep it simple. Make sure if it takes more than a couple minutes, you're doing it wrong. We'll make it JPEG. And then save it in the last call folder. It's so funny. And also, I also learned this as well, as far as the ambulance symbol when I was looking it up. The white out, like the white outer bit, and then the red cross, I believe, is used for like the Swiss flag. Is like the Swiss flag, and it's frowned upon for usage just throwing it in there. So it's probably a good idea to just have your own little variation of what you would consider health. And for me, I did a green cross instead of a red one. Get the 4x4 up in there. No, I don't want PNG. Get out of here. Then finally 5x8. Or 5x10. It might already be in here. Yeah, it already is in here. Okay. Do not save. We're good. We'll also go ahead and transfer the map. We can just have it kind of like in the background to kind of give or take what we plan on using it for. I don't see any particular reason why we wouldn't want that. And now... can I just attach the whole folder? Because if so... can I do... could I do share? Mail? This might work. If I manage to make it so I can send it via folder, that's going to make all my future transfers so much easier. Granted, the best way of doing it is I just make a like Google account for Idealist. just put it like, drop it into the thing in the Google Drive, and then just open it on my computer instead of sending it in the mail like some kind of weird boomer. Last call. First objects. Yeah, I know y'all are just as excited for that Elden Ring stuff as I am. I was seriously considering not doing this today and being like, should I just do Elden Ring? Because I still need a prep. But I think I'm going to do Elden Ring next week. I think is what I'm going to plan on doing. I want to finish up In Sound Mind. Because we're literally like one stream away of finishing that. Actually, wait a second. I got a package. Right, so 1 sec. Be right back. I'm back. I got my package. I finally ordered table and chairs for my apartment. So, the chairs just arrived, and that package is heavy. literally just looked at my email waiting for this thing to go through. And I was like, why did it not go through? Oh. We're gonna have to do this whole thing. We're gonna have to do this whole thing. Where I gotta send all these objects individually. You know what? No. I refuse. I'm making a Google Drive account right now. I'm so fed up. I'm just being like, I should probably do this, I guess, sometime. Okay. Apparently I already do have a Google Drive. Okay. Alright. Let's give it a shot then. Let's open up on here. Go to Drive. I believe this is the wrong one. Yep. Okay. And now, I would like to throw my things into it. Pretty please, with sugar on top. How do I do that on the iPad? Start recent, maybe? No. Apparently I have 15 gigabytes worth, though. Shared with me, my drive. This Hotmail. Maybe if we get the app. Maybe if we get the app, it will easily be like, okay, just put in your stuff. Because listen, if it makes this more convenient, so I'm not literally sending like 4 emails whenever I am updating the outfit of Mama Dodo, then I'm happy for the convenience. Files. Upload file. Here we go. There we go. Oh, I see it. It popped up. Can I update folder? It's literally doing the same thing where it's just like, oh. No, it's literally fine, I guess. I guess I'll do each one individually on here. I guess it's better than emailing. Ambulance. Then we add fire truck. Then we add. Watch me do all this, and it's just like, it doesn't like. You made them too big. Can you make them like a little smaller? I will be upset. Like actually. Then we have the map. And then police. We'll name this folder last call. I'm just putting it all into the new folder. And then I'll put another new folder, and I'm going to call this folder objects. Okay, we're going to take all these, and I'm going to download them. Yes? Yes, maybe, perhaps. No? Download? No. Can I just throw them into a folder, though? Like, if I'm just like, oh, I made a new... like, last call folder, because I'm smart like that. Let's actually do that. Last call. Okay, why aren't you letting me download it? Is the question. I made all this convenience and you have the gall to be inconvenient. Oh, got you. It was trying to download it, and I probably am going to end up downloading this like 5 more times. Okay. All right. Okay. So we have it now on the thing. We are now good to go as far as I can tell. So now what we're going to do is first we're going to close this down, and we're going to move my iPad so I have more room on this small standing desk that I own. And now what we're going to do is we're going to open up our we're going to open up all this good shit. And then we're going to go to our main game 3D. We're going to go to our police. And then we are going to... Where is... This is mesh, filter options, skeleton override. What is the... Here we go. It's like the texture. Path. Because we eventually want to add frames. So I didn't want... How do we add the actual image? Because we see textures on Sprite 2D. Let's add a Sprite 2D for right now. We're gonna make this one like Police 2 or something. That's how you spell police, right? Police 2, Electric Boogaloo. And then we go to texture, load. Oh, let's actually cancel that real quick. Create new, arts. Create new folder, and we're going to put this folder as objects. And inside this objects is what we will put maybe. Oh, there it is. There it is, chat. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Hey, where's my police truck? Why is there no police truck? I was so excited to get all this done. What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay. We'll drive again, I guess. There it is. It didn't get put in for whatever reason. So now I will have to download just this one and then throw you into this folder. Downloads. Boop. Now we will put police into the objects, and there's the police, and we go into texture and we load the texture from art, objects, police, and we open, and we got it. It took us multiple weeks, but we got a blue square with a blue and red smaller square inside. Hallelujah. If anyone has any poppers, now it's time to do it. Oh boy. Alright. So that's how we did it for that. Now can I like do this? That didn't seem to do anything. Path name. Could I like load the ambulance? So Trez and Res here. It doesn't recognize those. So I think what we have to do is kind of like, can I have like a, we'll do 3D sprite. No, it would be sprite. It would be animated sprite, I believe. Or sprite 3D? Yeah, animated sprite 2D. We're gonna create that. That's what these are, right? Yeah. And then what we're going to do is we're gonna put all these under that. And then I'm gonna have a 2D sprite and then put all those under that. So then we will only really need, we'll just be using the 2D sprite stuff for now. And then once we're ready to like actually put in animated stuff, then we will utilize we'll just pretty much transfer over what we've worked on accordingly. I think that's a good way of going about it. All right. So we have ambulance, fire truck, house. Oops. So we have police, ambulance, fire truck, house. And we're probably going to have to list every object. This background actually, we could probably put our map on here, no? Where do we have maybe the background? What do you have? Terraform? Or transform? I don't know why I said terraform. Maybe I got Planet Crafter on the brain or something. We should probably get back to that at some point. I'm not seeing a good background here. As far as being able to actually add shit. No. Doesn't look it. So, we're gonna do Can I just put this as police? Okay, because it's in a different thing, I can name it something different. So it's ambulance. You know what? We'll do 2D. 2D. Fire truck. 2D. House. 2D. Oh. Interesting. Okay. I'm trying to see if we can find anything in this 3D space or 2D space here. This is all 3D space stuff. That makes sense. All the environment stuff is 3D. All that's 3D. That's fine. It's the viewport. See? Sub-viewport here? Okay. How do I edit you? World, empty, inputs. Transparent on, handle input is checked. Rendering, scaling canvas items, physics, GUI. Let's check this again. Theme, empty. Theme overrides, none. Because if we look at the sub viewport, right, there is something there. There is a line, there's like a dark gray and a line down the middle. I believe that is what is like the actual like background. So we would need, oh, okay, separator. Okay, so that would be this. The separator would be the line. So they actually made that into something different. Yeah. Separator is the line. So the sub viewport as of right now, as we can see, because I added, oh, I made all these the same. All right, let's go ahead and throw our ambulance there, fire truck there, and house. Love it. Love the intuitiveness of that. If we go back to our sub viewport, yep. Is there any way that we can just kind of like move it? We'll just, let's make this to like 10. And then if we look back at the viewport, yeah. So we want the sprites to be on the bottom right. All right. So we're going to make this, let's try like 500, right? 500 is a little far. Well, that's because this thing is 512, so of course it's a little far. So we're gonna make this one like 450 by 450. That's not quite about right, but let's do that. So please is 450 by 450. This will be 420 by 450. Let's look. That's not bad. And then the fire truck will be 470 by 450. Okay, maybe a little more. I believe each one is like 80 or something, right? 80 pixels, if I remember correctly. So that's 455. Okay, so we'll do this one. If it's 512s, then we'll subtract. We'll do 510. Right. Oh, right. 510 minus 40 is 470. I thought that's what that was way. Let's do 490. 500 maybe? Interesting. How it didn't stick with what we made it as, right? Because we originally made it as like 80 pixels wide, but I don't think it came in as 80 pixels. Yeah. Alright, so it's really coming in as like 20, which is fine. So fire truck is 500, so we need 490. Nope, 480. I keep on not translating it in my brain right. 480. No. I guess 460. Interesting. $470? Am I stupid? Don't answer that. I may be stupid, but I may also be intelligent. 470, so we'll make this one like 430. Whatever. I'm getting into the semantics of things, right? This is our 3D space. I'm actually pretty proud of this 3D space so far. Bird-brained? How dare you? How dare you say something so accurate? I did not come out all this way to be described accurately. Thank you very much. Okay. For this one, we'll set the offset. Let's do like 100, 100. By the way, how are you doing, cute boy? Hopefully well. On this day. I was gonna say fine day, but actually I'm feeling pretty good today. I'm gonna say fine day. Maybe it's because I actually took a day off. You know? Living the dream? Yeah. Yeah. Well, hope you enjoy yourself as I slowly but surely lose my mind. Let's go ahead and add another 2D. We're gonna make this one home base. Call center. Which is a 4x4. So the call center is a 4x4. Interesting. So it doesn't matter how big it is. So we did the whole thing for no reason. Good to know. Hey, at least we know. Apparently, it takes it and it's just like, it's as big as everything else. And it's only when you transform in here do you actually change it. So in this case, it would be like 2. And then we look at the sub port and it's like bigger. Yeah, okay. Let's see what the house looks like if we do... Wait, why is there a space here? No space! What if we do 0.5? It disappears. it disappears. I mean, does it disappear? Hold on, let's see here. Boop. No, it doesn't. No, it does not. All right. Then call center, instead of 2, we'll put you as 1. Boop. Okay. That's a little more. Let's see if we move the house a little bit more to the left. So we're gonna make that 50. 75, I guess. $70. All right. Look at it being picky. The chain game? Yeah, I did see it. It seemed like it would be all frustratingly fun, similar to what was that? Was it like a Pico game, something like that? It kind of has that same vibe of just we're all chained together, but if any of us messes up, it's gonna be a problem. Is it made by the same guy it does Only Up, or is it just like a spinoff? $65? Really? What'd you think about it? Bro, what is this? Can I zoom in on this? Why can't I see it in here? Because I could see the sub viewport here. No idea. It's the same vibe though. It looks like we're gonna yell at each other. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things where it's like we would have to be very much put up front that, guys, we're going to get on each other's nerves. And as long as we're okay with that, then I'm fine with it. Especially on stream. I imagine we're going to do it on stream because she posted it in the stream channel. But I'm down. I'm down to give it a shot. I don't know how much good a flightless bird is going to do in a going up simulator, but it's about right. 2x2, 4x4. I just wanted to make sure that the equivalent of the house size and the actual center size is approximate. It looks about right. So I think these don't matter. Let's see here. Is there, what I want is to figure out this background here. That's what I want to know. World view, rendering, canvas, items, process, update, render target update, visibility, texture, material. See, I feel like it would be in nothing in the theme, nothing in the styles, material, texture. No, doesn't look like anything there. Maybe it's part of the separator? It wouldn't be, right? As far as I could tell, it's very much just you throw that in. There's a paddle, there's the paddle, there's the barrel. And then the background, we have the transform of the background, which is fine. What is my background settings at? Transform 600 by 400. Yeah, it's the same. Viewport quad, maybe? If I go to viewport quadrant, I'm not seeing anything. See, this one I see is white, but Material override. Standard material 3D. Can I like double click it? Double click it? No. Also, I don't think changing out here would do much. I think the viewport is kind of where... Let's see something. Preview. See, we're not seeing it. It's not showing up on here. Whereas if we do this, and then do preview... Oh, we also don't see it. What happens if we try to start it? I don't think it's going to start, but let's see what if we try. It makes me laugh every time when I go sound. Right, we can't even enter it yet because I still have it coded to go into the 2D one that we made. Which is fine, but only, actually not very fine. We do have to change that. I'm just currently adding all the sprite frames so there's no more errors. We have a lot of 3D things. But right now, all I want to do is fill up this map with what we made it. So I want to know how they made... I mean, I see the viewport, right? Okay, so the viewport, the dark gray is fine, I think. Because the dark gray is there, right? I wish I could see view. No. I wish that there was a way that I could see, like, hey, we can see this like blown up, because as of right now we just see this little bit and I'm just like, bro, I would like to see more of it, please. Who's viewing their port on stream? I think I can. I think this is against TOS. Let's see here. Controls, top left. Localization, tooltip. Theme. Could I do this? No. Because that's theme, that's not material. Clip contents, inherited. Localization, mouse inputs. Yeah, I won't accept it. Texture, material, maybe? No. This looks like a Google search. How to add background to... What the hell are we looking at? Sub viewport. Goodo. Is there a way to clear sub-viewport's background color to one other than the defaults? I tried adding color rec node, but I've set the viewport's render target clear node to next frame. project settings. Okay. I got sent to another thing where it's like, here's the answer. Better yet, add a world environment in canvas mode. Thank you very much for your suggestion. I'm trying to understand your solution since it sounds like better than mine. Also, I'm getting comfortable with Godot, so please excuse my second question. I added an environment in the world 3D option and the sub viewport and set the mode to canvas. Also looked up BG mode and the documentation and found the following displays a canvas layer in the background. So do we need to put canvas layer? Is that what we need to add? Let's give it a shot. Fuck it. This? Okay, 1 second. Wait, hold on. What do you do? A node used for independent rendering of objects within a 2D scene. Okay, we have canvas group merges several 2D nodes for a single draw operation. A node that applies color tint to a canvas. Not quite. The canvas layer seems exactly what we want, but like... We want... Follow viewport? Scale? No. Process, thread group, editor description. Immediately gets lost. Okay, what was the thing? Where's like project settings and then changing the properties of the color to like... Bro, you can't send me... They sent me to a thing going like, yeah, no, I figured out the answer over here, and proceeded to send me the project settings documentation that has every single possible property in the entire game. And I like the game like engine, and I'm like, bro, I'm not smart enough for this. Documentation ping pong. Once Godot is running, there isn't much utility in changing the project settings. Aren't really helpful unless you want to make an override CG, blah blah blah. There's much you can do about the black letterboxing. Unless you want to add additional work to force the game window into a size that only matches your aspect ratio, which is working closer to the display server so that you can off aspect ratio sizing is snapped to the size you want. Yeah, I understood that. The other way is not to allow resizing and provide an in-game menu for a selection preset resolutions. Cool.
We're going from knowing absolutely...
Setting up level background. Maybe just color rectangle? Should we just do that? Should we just do a color rectangle? F it. Am I right? Boop. Yeah, get rid of that. Color rectangle. There we go. Can I... You know what? What am I doing? Why don't I just make a two-dimension, like a sprite 2D, and just make the map, and then just do that. Let's see what happens. General purpose sprite node. We'll make this one map. It's huge. Look at it. Offset. Can I transform it? I want to scale it down a little bit. Or let's have it if we do 2. Oh, it super zooms it in. Okay, so we want the opposite. We want 0.2. Okay. Too small. 0.5. Okay. We're getting better. Because if we do 1, then it gets... No, it's only a little bit too big. So it's like 0.9? 0.8? Okay, look at that. Actually, wait, not look at that. That's... Let me see something. What if we mute this real quick? If we just throw this on here... Can I just look at the viewport and see what's on there? No. Okay, so it matches the full screen, right? So this is a 2D. So as soon as I throw it on here, it becomes a sprite 2D, right? So if I throw this under here, I'm willing to put this. How big are you? How big are you? You're 576 by 322.5. So we'll do the same. 576 by 322.5. No, you're a lot bigger than 576. You're like 600. 1,000. 1,200? No, it was like 12. How big did I make it? 1,200? 1,150? Okay, 1,150 by like 800? 600? 700? I'm just 650. Warmer, colder. 640? I guess. This is a weird backwards way of doing it, and I'm pretty sure anyone who actually knows what they're doing is watching me do this, like putting Google into Google level shit of like, what are you doing? Why are you doing it this way? That's just how this is, baby. That's just how it'll be. So the problem with this, what we're gonna do actually, the last call map, is we're gonna take, can I just boop? So we're gonna put the scale back. Actually, we're gonna put the scale considerably lower. What I would like to do is kind of get the map the size of these guys. So let's go ahead and make this 600. We're gonna move the position as like 300. Can I have like this permanently up? Actually, that's really close. Damn, good job, idealist. Actually, that's not terrible. Instead of 600, we'll make this like 620. 650. And then we'll move this one like 320. Okay. See, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. It's like 600 by 400, 660 by 640. We'll change that one accordingly. Well, what we could do is do the 600 by 400. Wait, didn't we want the screen to be like divisible by a certain number? Resolution size for people usually do, I am a game developer, your so-called professor is full of shit, blah blah blah. Let's say you want to design 1920 1080, blah blah blah. Based on those two examples, in the worst case, you can deduce that your sprites need no larger than 512 by 512. Yappa, for example, which is one of your highest res portable devices, is 1024 768. So if we assume a lower resolution device and a smaller sprite, take up 25% of the screen, then we're talking about maybe 256 by 256, though more likely. Lastly, memory requirements are paramount above all, and 3D accelerators don't have unlimited texture memory. Your sprites will need to fit in texture RAM if you want your game to run at a decent frame rate. On PC, this isn't much of an issue, but 3DS has very limited texture memory. As for 60 by 16, 32 by 32, yes, those were common resolutions based on older games, but I'm sure they still used on a lot of iPhones. Let's assign the tiles a resolution of 32 by 32, and in many games, those sizes might suffice in sprites as well. Short answer is determine how big the sprites need to be in your game and the resolution your game will run at. That will tell you how large the sprites need to be. Also, it doesn't hurt to have the artist design a bit bigger. Right. But if I want to make sure that my resolution is good, we're doing a 1280 by 720 pixel game, so our sprites are tiny, maybe 64 pixels by 60. So I think 1280 by 720 might be a good way of going about it. backgrounds. 1920 by 1080 is full HD and is the most popular resolution. Basically, we need a 16 by 9 aspect ratio is what we tend to need to do. So 1920 by 1080 is what we want this thing to be. Bar for backgrounds in games, maybe that will clear it up. Uh, 1080p monitor gaming is ideal for, got you. Prioritize high frame rates and smooth gameplay, blah blah blah. Canvas. 640 by 360 or 320 by 180 are my favorite because they scale pixel perfect to 720, 1080, 4K, and even 8K resolutions. See, that's what I'm thinking. It's like I want to make sure I am doing that appropriately. So hold on, let's get our calculator, right? Because it seems like 16 by 9 is what this magic number is. So 640 divided by 16 is 40, and that times 9 is 360. Gotcha. So then if we went to 50 times 16, 800 by 450. So we keep, if we want to go up like by 10, then we need to add 160 to the first one and 90 by the second one. Let's see what 640 by 360 look like. $640 by 360. 640 by 360. I think that's how I saved it. Looking at this, I think that's exactly how I saved it. And I'm like, that's really smart. I should think about that. Good job, idealist. And then proceed to like, that's what I did originally. That's what I did originally. It's matching up like perfect. Oh boy. 320 by 180. What do you know? It fits perfectly. Past me was so smart. If only present me was as smart as past me. Background 640 by 360. Yeah, okay. So that's our current situation. So now, with 640 by 360, well, we also have to think about this, right? We have to think about how the kind of interactions we want the player to have, because what I want to have be clickable is the resources that are just there, right? They are highlighted when they're in use and not highlighted when they aren't in use, right? Different shift in colors and shading, etc. But if we fill up the entire screen with the map, then it's going to block certain things, isn't it? So do we want to have the map be a little narrower? So then, like on the bottom of the screen, we have our resources? Or should we just have our vehicles just on the map? So instead of an overlay where it's just like, oh, we just click and send them, instead they actually click on the map where they see them and then tell them to go to a different spot. I kind of like that a little more. It feels more... What's the word I'm looking for? In world? You know what I mean? But maybe it would be frustrating for people to click on vehicles that are moving, because then we have to worry about speed, right? If we make it too fast, then people will have trouble clicking on them in order to try to get them to go somewhere else. But if we make it too slow, then technically that's a balance issue where we're trying to send things to help people, but they're taking their sweet time in order to get there, you know? Let's think about it. I like the clicking idea. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I'm trying to keep it in my brain as far as just like the amount of things that you're clicking are stagnant. My head's on like Five Nights at Freddy's kind of thing, right? Because in a way, this is kind of a similar gameplay interaction, in which it's just clicking things to make things happen, and that's about it. But I feel like clicking things to make things happen is every game ever made. Oh man, that's kind of true though. Can I... This is just a node. I'm trying to think of like a folder. Window, path. Basically, we're gonna have a lot. We're gonna have houses. We're going to have like we're gonna have a lot of houses. We're gonna have a lot of other things happening. So the question here is, how is there a way to kind of interact with this that doesn't mean I'm just going to be changing the size manually, trying to have it lined up? Because that's going to be such... That's going to suck. Let's go ahead and delete this one. Yeah. Right. Because let's try to line up for what we have on the bottom right, right? So I would say that's like 600 by 350. See how close I was. Oh, it's big. 0.5. So it looks like it's 580. See how annoying this will be? Instead of just manually moving it, 590. F me. 590 and then like 320. All right. So okay. As far as that goes, that's pretty much exact shape that I want. So the 4x4, I divided it by 2. That's good to go. Which means this did keep it. Because if I make this go back to 1, see, now they're kind of closer. But go like 2.5. Can I, like, add it? No, I cannot add it to that. Damn. I was really hoping I could just add it to the view. Grid? No. Let's see here. Godot. Don't do this. Do not go do this. Godho? That is not what I typed. That is not what I typed. Godot. Godot. Is there a way to manually move objects within... What is this called? Like subview? Subviewport? Subviewport. When you place a no sprite inside a viewport, it can't be moved in the editor. You need to manually change the position in the inspector. While the select tool, this is understandable behavior because your viewport display node, viewport container in any case, is selected instead of a sprite. Move tool doesn't work either. Steps to reproduce. Still meet this problem. Should be closed, duplicate it, composition. So W is move to? Okay. Sorry. So if I hit like this, where can I select this? And it looks like it comes from the 3D space, but it doesn't look like it comes from the 3D space. You know? Or rather 2D space. Visibility on. Say I want to manually move, because I feel like figuring out the answer of how to move it with the move tool. Can I do this? Selecting and moving sprites in the viewport. Here we go. Select your sprites from the scene tree. Then you can move it on the viewport by pressing Alt key on your keyboard and click drag with your mouse. Let's see if that's true. And if I do, let's do house. No. Shift? No. Well, here's the thing. I think they might actually be viewing it. You know what I mean? I don't think they see it from this little tiny sub viewport here. Nice, thanks a lot. Any reason why it's not a default behavior without the alt modifier? Select your sprites from the scene tree. Then you can move it on the viewport by pressing the Alt key. I'm looking up sub-viewport now. So on the sub-viewport, isolates a rectangle region of the scene to be displayed independently. Yes, this can be used, for example, to display UI in a 3D space. Sub-viewport is a viewport that isn't a window. i.e. it doesn't draw anything by itself. To display anything, sub-viewport has a non-zero size and be either put inside a sub-viewport container or a sub-viewport texture. Do I have... I don't really have any of those, really. I have viewport quad. Maybe that's, I guess, equivalent. There's clear mode, vector override, property descriptions, and now we're going into areas that I don't understand, like, at all. Okay, selecting moving sprites in the viewport, a guide to move to mouse events in sub viewports. I'm clicking it because we are making events in there. I created Game of Godot 3.4, which included some mini games, an extra viewport similar to Tasks Among Us. Sound good, doesn't it? Well, there were some troubles. Where do I add the viewport in the scene tree? You already have multiple options. For example, you could add the viewpoint anywhere and render it contents and texture rect. And viewpoint texture, notice the viewport will render flipped vertically. You can check blah 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 blah. Viewport doesn't receive any. My viewport doesn't receive any mouse inputs. Okay, that's actually something we care about. If you added the viewport as a child of control nodes, like the viewport container, you can set the mouse filter property of all control nodes to ignore. Okay. However, this is more of a makeshift solution for two reasons. You can't have any other control nodes that need mouse events, and furthermore, anything behind the overlay can still receive inputs. This is problematic for me since I didn't want the player to start any other minigames. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a good solution. Add a script to the viewport container. How can I put objects inside? After you forwarded the input events, make sure you check the viewport option object picking. Check the viewport option object picking? Let's look. Handle input locally. If true, the viewport will mark incoming input events as handled by itself. If false, this is instead done by the first parent viewport. Okay. After you forwarded the input events, make sure you checked the viewport option object picking. Where are you finding the viewport options? I see viewport quad here. Geometry. Transform, rotation, edit, over, top level. That one's fine. Size to be override stretch. Update mode, clear mode, disable 3D, use XR. We will use the primary XR interface to render XR output. When applicable, this can result in stereoscopic image and resulting in render being output of a headset. Sure. Use a unique copy of World 3D defined in 3D. World 3D. Oh, maybe the sub viewport this would have made that. Maybe. Canvas items, position. No, I'm not seeing anything that would determine... Bro, I just want to be able to manually manipulate sub viewport here. While I think about this, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to run to the restroom. This is a good time to bathroom break / get some water. I am back. And what has felt like eons, I have come to the conclusion that I need to stop being, trying to make everything efficient. I should just manually move everything. If it's not exact, it's fine. Alright. What I will say is that, is there a way I will look up, as soon as I say that, I'm like, actually, I think I'm gonna do better. We're gonna switch to, is there a way to view the sub viewport in the view tab? Goodo. In order to see the game, we need to have a surface in which to draw on it. That surface is a root viewport. Sub-viewports are kind of like a viewport that can be added to the scene so that there are multiple surfaces to draw on. Right. How about we rephrase it? How to view sub-viewport. Let's see. Does this might have it? Looking through a tutorial now. Make 3D camera. Right. And then sub-viewport. Transparent BG. Interesting. Interesting. We might actually do that as well. So in the sub-viewport, there's a transparent BG here, which would make it so that everything that isn't here is transparent. They're coding. Maybe it's a coding thing. Not really what I'm looking for. 3D scene and a 2D environment. Interesting. Sub-viewports are viewports that can be added to a scene so that there are multiple surfaces to draw on. When drawing on a sub-viewport, we call it a render target. We can access the contents of a render target by accessing its corresponding texture. By using a sub-viewport as render target, we can either render multiple scenes simultaneously, or we can render a viewport texture, which is applied to an object in the scene, for example, a dynamic skybox. That's what we're doing right now. Rendering 3D objects in 2D game, 2D elements in a 3D game, rendering dynamic textures, blah, blah, blah. What all these use cases have in common is that you are given the ability to draw objects to a texture as if it were another scene and can then choose what to do with the resulting texture. All things that we love. Another kind of viewports in Godot are windows. They allow the content to be projected into a window where the root viewport is a window and is less flexible. Viewports are responsible for delivering properly adjusted and scaled input events to their children. By default, sub-viewports don't automatically receive input unless they receive it from direct viewport container, parent node. In this case, it could be disabled through the disable input. Okay. Supports 3D sound. Camera A will display a root viewport and will draw mesh A. Camera B will capture by sub-viewport. Gotcha. Scale and stretching. Worlds. For 3D, a viewport will contain a 3D worlds. This is basically a universe that links physics and rendering together. Blah, blah, blah. Capture. It's possible to query to capture a viewport contents for the root viewports, effectively screen capture. Viewport container is a child. So a sub-viewport is a child of sub-viewport container. It will become active and display anything has inside. The layout looks like, okay. Maybe we should add sub-viewport container. See what happens. It's not like we're gonna break it. We might break it. Okay. What does it say? Continue to use to display the contents of the sub-viewport. Oh? What do we have here? Can I interact with it? Hold up, hold up, hold up. Now we're cooking. Now we can actually see what the heck we're doing. At the very least, we can keep it up while we're messing with things. And then if I do call center, and then I do alt. No. No. I feel like we're almost there, chat. We're almost there. How do I mess with you? Shrink, stretch, layout, localization. No, tooltip. Foci, no, mouse, pass, arrow. Pointing hands. Interesting. Input. Theme, visibility. Children, ordering, texture, material. Okay, hold on. So viewer container can be active and display anything that is inside. The layout looks at this. The viewport will cover the area of the parent container completely if stretch is set to true. The size of the viewport container can be smaller than the size of the viewport. Rendering. Due to the fact that the viewport is an entryway to another rendering surface, it exposes a few rendering properties that is different from project settings. Gotcha. Choose a different level of MSAA. I know what that means. If you know that the viewport is only going to be used for 2D, you can disable 3D, which I think I will. Let's see here. Disable 3D. Okay, so that's... I can manipulate that, but can I manipulate you? Let's switch. Let's do this for, say, 200. All right. You have 590. Bro, why can't I move? Why can't I move you? I did the things. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the thing. And then I move to boo. And then I'm like boo. And I'm like alt. Move it. Move it, please! Do I have to do this and then do alt? No. Yeah, this is the select tool. Move tool. Rotate. It's like it doesn't exist. Offset, animation, region. True texture is cut from a larger atlas texture. I don't know what that means. Clip children disabled. Because we have this, we have you. This is good. I feel like this is a step in the right direction where we can actually just see the damn viewport without it being like hidden somewhere. And all we need to do now is find a way. What happens if we hit stretch? We're gonna... I broke it. I need to stop just hitting buttons, man. Why? Why am I like this? Hitting Control Z did not fix. No. Bruh. Alright, well. Ruler mode, might use smart snap, none of that. Why is this? All right, first of all, we're gonna put that back up. We're gonna move this back to, shit, it was 800 by 640, something like that. Why? Because the stretch is the sub viewport will automatically be resized to the controller size. Right. Okay. Yet when I'm, here we go. Maybe this. 800. 640. I believe it was 640 and 320, right? 340? 360? Now what we could do we could just manually do it this way. So instead of like clicking on it, I don't know why I wouldn't be able to. Bro, I just want to, I just wanted to better. I just want to bajojo. All right. 200. 250. You will do 200. 280, and then we'll do you 200, 310. There. We have the thing. We have the thing. We made the thing. We made the stretch equal the thing. We've done that. Cool. Neat. Great. Now, oh yeah. Localized numerization, numeral system. Sure, I don't know what the hell that is. We're gonna leave it untapped because fuck it. Filter, mouse filters, pass, stop, ignore. Sometimes we do ignore. I want to be able to move the position. Rendering. We don't need to know about rendering. Render target. Maybe we do need to know about rendering. Due to the fact, okay, so if you know that the viewport is only going to be used for 2D, you could disable 3D. Done it. Godot will then restrict the viewport is drawn, how the viewport is drawn. Disable 3D is slightly faster, it uses less memory compared to enable 3D. It's a good idea to disable 3D if your viewport doesn't render anything in 3D. AKA, it uses more resources. So if you don't use it, don't use it. Godot always provides a way of customizing how everything is drawn in viewports using debug draw. Debug draw allows you to specify a mode which determines how the viewport will display things drawn inside it. Debug draw is disabled by default. Some other options are unshaded, overdraw, and wireframe. For a full list, refer to viewport documentation. Okay. So debug draw equals unshaded, wireframe, etc. When rendering a sub-viewport, whatever is inside will not be visible in the scene editor. To display the contents, you have to draw the sub-viewport's viewport texture somewhere. This can be requested via code. Okay, so maybe it is a coding thing. So if we go to Pong at the script, right? Do we have... let's go ahead and make... I'm not seeing a script for... We do. It's variable, viewport, sub-viewport, viewport quad, material override, albedo texture, viewport get texture. Do we still need that? Does that mean I need to do like this, and then that's what allows you to edit it? Huh. I'm gonna clear mode once. That allows me to see it, I think. So... what if we didn't, or rather we... Okay, can't... So anything within the sub viewport we can't manipulate. Let's just do stuff. We click that, nothing happens. Then we do handle input. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Now we do U. And then we, nothing happens, nothing happens. And then... Oi. Oi. True 2D size override affects stretch as well. Clear mode. When in clear mode, the clear mode when the sub viewport is used is a render target. Note the property is intended for 2D usage. Always clear the render target before drawing. Never clear the render. Okay, so always is always clear the render target before drawing. Never clear the render target once. Clear the render target on the next frame, then switch to clear mode. Never. Next frame. Update mode when the sub viewport is used. Render target. Update disabled. Update once. Update visible. I think this one's always. We want to update it. We want it to have it updated constantly. Select your sprites on the scene tree, then you can move to by pressing Alt key on your keyboard. To be honest, I have no idea. Once you get used to the modifier, it's pretty fine and easy to use. Not really when I'm trying to find it very specific spots and I have like 30 something things to do. As other comments have said, just click the node on the scene tree. You should be able to move it. Also toggle the ability to grab move child nodes if you do not do so. Toggle the ability to grab move child nodes? Wait a second, I vaguely remember seeing that somewhere. Where did I see that? Was it here? Clip children. Child draws over parent and is not clipped. Parent is used for the purposes of clipping only. Child is clipped to the parent's visible area. Parent does not draw. Parent is used for clipping child, but parent is also drawn underneath child as a normal before clipping child is visible. Maybe? No. I remember seeing the child can be clipped thing. Or not clipped, but like... Parent material process, editor description. It would definitely be sub viewport. Right. Rendering, disabled, scaling, physics, GUI, process, grid group. Yeah, none of these, none of them. None of them. Maybe viewport? Layout, direction, inherited, sizing, localization, tooltip, focus, mouse, input, theme, no. Visibility, clip, children, disabled. It wasn't clip children, right? Also toggle the ability to grab move child nodes. How to toggle moving child nodes in Godot. I hate they're just like, oh, you should just be able to just do it. And I'm like, well, I can't. That's the problem. Why the hell no? Animation. Is it because I did like this weird 2D breakup thing? Maybe backgrounds? Bro, I could have sworn I saw that somewhere. There was definitely one. Force. Mouse force past scroll events. When enabled, scroll wheel events processed by GUI input will be processed to the parent. Bro, no, 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 no. Where? Oh, where shall it be? Let's do that one and then see what happens. Nothing. Go back. Let's see. Toggle the ability to grab move child nodes. Toggle moving. Grabbing and moving child nodes. I just want to move the children. Everyone's saying like, oh, of course you can grab the children. What's the problem? If I knew, if it was just happening, we wouldn't be in this predicament. I'm gonna spend the whole time learning how to grab and move things instead of just manually moving it. Should I just put up the flag and just be like, it's fine, we're just gonna, you know, because that's fine. And then so that one's gonna be 100, 200, 175, 160, and then 100. Oh, sorry, 80. I wonder if there's a way to properly group these. What we could do is just say something along the lines of like, because a part of me is just like house 1, house 2, house 3, house 4, house 5, house 6, right? We'll put everything under the first house. We'll make this one house 1. Why can't I paste? Weird. Why is it so small? Bro, what? Okay. Because I could also do this, right? I guess that's something. We'll make it nice and clean. We'll make this 40 by 80. We'll put this, we'll just have each one of these just be house 1s and 2s. So house 2, actually, let's make this 20. There. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go from no, I want this to be house 2D. And then this one would be house 1. And then house 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this one, I'm thinking of actually making house 2D just not have a thing. There you go. So that's house 1, house 2. Yeah. So that way I can at least like bracket it up, because it's gonna have what, like 40 houses? Not 40, but you know, a lot of houses. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or should it be 1? I feel like the first infected one should definitely be it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 is what I'm thinking. It would be really good idea if like I could kind of edit it a little bit so I could be like a number to it. Or when it's selected, please highlight it for me. But in order for me to know, I'm gonna have to be like like how I do my effing layers, dude. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. 2, 3. Transform. Boop. I think this was 40 by 80, if I remember correctly, is the kind of... And house 4. It's gonna be... House 1 was... 0, 0. Okay, fine. We'll make this one 80. We're gonna make it nice whole numbers. 160. Then house 5 is gonna be let's do like 250. Then something like that. So we're gonna do 280 by -40. And then we're actually gonna scale, we're not gonna link it. We're gonna make this 2. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. 140. Get all this up, and then we'll need to create the roads. Would that also be a good time to name the roads? You know, I don't know if I have enough creativity to name all the roads. If only there is an ample amount of creativity in a, I don't know, chat-like system that may or may not input what they believe would be good street names. If only there was the possible thing. Well, we'll see about that. Looks like we might be a little bit lighter today than usual. Which is honestly understandable, especially with all this Elden Ring shit happening. I'll be surprised y'all are... anyone's pretty much watching me at this point. I wouldn't watch me on an Elden Ring day. I was gonna say, at least, hey, we still got 2 more hours before the Elden Ring actually drops, right? But hey, if y'all vibing, we're vibing. 6. We are just gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this one at 40. No, we want this one 80, and we want you at like 250. At least we got the viewport right. That's what matters. Like, the viewport is what matters. Man, pulling specific audio for these kind of stuff is going to be so interesting. All right, let's see here. We want 40, and then let's do 200. A little more. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 200. 220. Oh, let's even these out. 260, 100. Let's make sure all these are good. We'll make this -60, 40, boom, boom, boom. Excellent. Perfect. And then we will do 300. Actually, that's kind of perfect. And then 200. Well, I'll be damned. That's exactly good. How did I link this up so well? Oh right, I put this on the grid, didn't I? I was like, how did I make this so even? I'm a genius. Nah. Past Idealist was just super smart. I think I'm also just happy that I'm actually moving forward with it because we were stuck on the map for so long. Not that there was a problem, right? Figured out a lot of what we want, how we wanted the map to like look and put together, and that shit takes time, man. That shit takes time. Let's make this 160 by 400. So it's 120 by 320. Okay. The call center, we're gonna call this points of interest. And so this one, that's gonna go back to normal. Call center is gonna be the beginning of it. Interesting. Why? Isn't that interesting? This one isn't cut. This one isn't showing itself. But it's the same. I literally copy pasted it. It was literally just underneath the point of interest here, and that's all that it happens. All right. That's weird. That's weird. Why don't you show yourself? We'll do, let's do this again. That's wild. Why doesn't it show? Okay. That's gonna be problematic, depending. All right. I guess we'll switch it. We'll do points of interest. And then we'll put you as call center. And then we'll put you under you. First, let's test it out. Points of interest, nothing happens. Call center definitely matters. So we put it under you. You're fine. So if I do this again, there you are. That's crazy. I wonder what... I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. This one is gonna be... let's go ahead and change this to... Let's make this the liquor store. So we'll do negative 400. Negative 400? Or not? What's going on? Negative 100. Oh, is it because it's too big? Let me see something. Okay. Negative 35,000? All right. Well, let's go ahead and make this 1. Then we're gonna make this 0 and 0, and then we're gonna do 100. Where is the center? Why are they being sent so far crazy distances? Like, what? Like, what is going on? Actually, in retrospect, what is going on here? Because this is negative 1200, negative 640. So let's do negative 1200, negative 640. Let's do 0, 0. And then 0, 0. Yeah, I think it's because the point of interest was so, like, middle of bumfuck nowhere. And then now we do 600. Yeah, okay. Let's do 1200. 2000. 2200. 2400. 2400 by, I don't know, 800. 1200. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why are you being weird? There you go. Ugh. 2360, I guess. And then 1280. I bet this is 2400. Nope. Nope. Weird, dude. Where the hell are they doing that? And then this one, they'll do 0, 0. Except this time it will be, let's just do 2200, 1200, 2200, and then like 200. This definitely should be double. And then why is this one all weird now? Like, the houses all made sense. They were like they were divisible by 20. These are being weird. 2280 and like 110, I guess. No, 120, kinda. We'll put it there for now. I don't like how these things went. So this one's gonna be liquor store. Why I can't remember the word liquor store, I have no idea. Okay, we don't want another, we don't want the children here. Reverse both of these. See how it's like, it keeps on like exponentially getting bigger. I don't know what's with this one in particular. The houses did absolutely fine. 200? Okay, so it's there. So it is there. We're gonna increase this to 2 again, I guess. We'll do hardware store. So the liquor store was 2280, so we'll just move this to 2300. And then 2400. And then we'll do like 600. 400. What we will do is that we'll unlink this and we'll make this 3, 4. Yeah, we'll make this 4. $24.40 by 400. Okay, at least that's divisible by 20. I don't know what the hell the liquor store was about. So this is a hardware store. We're gonna just make another copy of the call center. Oh. We're gonna make this one 2. And this one we're gonna make 2450. I guess 2400. More like, it doesn't matter. We'll do 2300. And then we'll do 1600. Okay, a little too far. Got it. 1200. There we go. Alright, 760 by... Another weird... I don't like how these... I like the whole... The numbers for the houses. These kind of suck. 2320. And then 760. I think that's going to be the closest we're going to get in there. Alright. Then we're going to do... Let's do the fire truck. We're in the vicinity. Call center. Yeah, we'll do the call center. Oh, no. This is a gas station. There you go. And this is fire department. A very important one, because that's where we're going to store our fire trucks and have the fire truck interactions within that area. So now, if we look at the transformation, somehow it keeps on going up. It's now 67,000 pixels away. I don't get it. 2 by 4. No. 4 by 2. There you go. Then we go to the position. 2400 by 1200. $1040. It's not bad. 2360 by 1040. I'm fine with that. And then, yeah, fire departments. Let's go ahead and just make the hospital. Now I did split up the hospital, so it's kind of like 2 different things. But I haven't 100% figured out how I wanted to go about it. I was thinking like I'm having second thoughts as far as how I want to do the hospital stuff. Just because, like, losing a hospital, as far as the current plans of going about it, is akin to having, you know, not being able to take care of the sick, thus pushing the people in the city to have to, like, raid the drugstore on their own, thus more victims, and also would give them access to a whole lot other houses, right? But in this case, it would also make you lose all your EMT vehicles, right? So that's a huge double negative. That feels real bad. Like, but I guess if you don't have a hospital, where are you even taking? I guess, yeah. Actually, let's look at fire truck. Let's move you to like 1200 or not. 600. Why is this one so much lower? Right? This makes sense. Like 600. This is a 640 or 6 whatever, right? But then you have these, and then these are fine. And then you have point of interest that are like 2400 pixels, like in different directions and stuff. And I'm just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like something happened with the point of interest here that like threw a whole lot of things off. And it makes me worried that it's because it's so different. It's like when I pull it up, it's gonna be something went wrong somewhere, you know? Because these check out. These are fine. These seem to also check out and are also fine. And then you would get to this point and it's like, oh, what just happened? Because if we go to look at this hospital one, right? We go over here. 12,000. And then we do the 4 by 2. Right? If I just do this to 640, that's all that happens. That should be the end of the map. But it's not. So let's do something real quick. Let's make a new sprite. We're gonna name this one Points of Interest 2. And let's see what happens with this, right? This is 0, 0, we're good to go. And then from here, we do call center. And this call center is gonna have a 4x4. This call center, I'm gonna transform by like 600. I see that it's really big, so I'm gonna be like, oh, I want it to go down by 0.5. 580. And I want this to go down 300. It's kind of in the middle. And if I just put that down a little bit. So it's like 600 by 320 or 580. I guess 590. See, that fits in really well, and it's within that. Something happened here. We're gonna continue down this one, and if it continues to be absolutely fine, we're just gonna delete that in the attempt of like something went weird somewhere that I don't know. I fucked up somewhere. I think it was the fact that the points of interest already was like weirdly bugged and it didn't show up anywhere. I think it's like off in the ether. I can't see it, but it's like not interacting with what I want it to interact with. So we'll just do call center. We'll just do this being same deal. And then we'll make this guy 600, 0.5. And then we'll make it like 100. Wow. 20. We're gonna make this 560. Nope. 570. And 30. I will say it is weird. I liked it divisible by 20, but for whatever reason, it is getting a little bit more weird. And then this one we'll do liquor store. This one we'll make this one be gas station. Boop. This will just be 0.5 again. This will be 600 by 300. No. 260. So it's 580 by 190, looks like. And then now we're going to make this one fire station. And we're gonna make you 600 by 300. Except for you, we're gonna actually put you down to 0.5. Yeah. $590 by 260. Looks good to me. As far as this fire truck, I want this to be ahead. I want this to be on top. Is there a way? Here we go, top level. Boop. Boom. So the vehicles will always be on top, and that makes a lot of sense. We want that. Let's go ahead and actually $570, $260. One thing I will say, because I was originally planning on making these be more of an overlay kind of tracker. If we're gonna put it on the map, then we need to make sure that we have enough space in the facilities to hold it, or else it looks weird. You know what I mean? I mean, it doesn't need to be exactly exact. Like, there could still be 3 in here, and it's just like a little bit above the building or something. But we don't want to make it seem like, is there a fire truck on the road, or is it in the building? But we also don't want to make it too small, because then it's just like, where the hell is all my shit? Anyway. Fire station. I'm pretty confident that I'm just going to delete these. Hold on. Are you're points of interest too? What are you? Point of interest 3. Where's point of interest 1? Something happened here. Something happened here. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know what happened. Something happened. There's mimics in my game about mimics. Gas station, or fire station, we're gonna turn that into hardware store. Ooh. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. Hardware store, we'll go ahead and make this 600, and then like 50. Let's go ahead and make this one the X value 0.5 this time. That's 100, and that is 610. Okay. Now. Make that a 1-1 for right now. Let's go ahead and do the police station. Let's do the police station. It's like 580, oh, 550. 520. That is not 520, idealist. And then like 250. Oh, not bad. So this is now 0.5. Actually, this one might be a little too much. 500. 250. I think this was down one more, if I remember correctly. 0.4? $500. 510 is too high. 505, I guess. 250 and 505. I remember that one being a weird one. Is there a rule that says that we can't break the rules? Not really. It's arbitrary. We made up the rules. This is police station. And then now this is hospital. Actually, you know what? It's fine. And we're gonna make this one X being 2, or Y being 0.5. And then you, 550? Nope. 500? 460. And then 300. Interesting. $1.3 and 0.6? No. We're deleting that. We're copying the call center again. I have a feeling that we're doing like a weird double up here. We're gonna do another what did I say? 400? It wasn't, but it's fine. 300? Again, it wasn't, but it's fine. I thought I made it the same as the thing, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I made it extra big? I don't know. 1.2 by 0.6? What kind of madness was I on? 450 by 315? The hell is this? What kind of monstrosity did I just make? Alright, hold up. We'll put this down to 0.5. No. Like, it should be approximate. But it looks like I really did add, like, a whole extra bit to it. So let's then also make this 1. So this is the square, right? So even this square is kind of like not right. So already it's like a 0.6 over here. So it's like 480 by 315. I mean, again, does it really matter? It's squares on a page. Who cares? You don't want too much consistency, I suppose, but still, you know? We'll make two different ones for right now. We'll put this one as EMT center or station. And then we'll just make this one This was 0.6, right? So it's 430 by 315, and it's 0.7 by 0.6. I suppose. I guess. Okay. So it had nothing to do with what I'm copying from. It's just some of these other ones I just made it weird. Truck stop. Let's remove some of these spaces. There you go. Alright. We'll go ahead and do that. Again, that's like 400 by like, I don't know, 120. And then we're gonna make the X, well, actually, I was gonna say it's about right. This one, however, is going to be like 0.2. So it's like 460 by 160. 465 by 165. That's a little more accurate. Let's do like 0.15. And then 0.9. I'm breaking my own rules here. I thought it was so consistent because I put it all on a grid, but maybe I was too cocky. Too confident in a process that I have only just begun. Hospital. And then we'll name this one Diner. By 100. 0.5. Bruh. It's like 0.6 by 0.4, I guess. $395 by $155, I guess. At least the houses are more consistent. We could just be like, all right, we're just moving. Y'all ready to move? I think what I might do whoa, what did I just do? House 2D, we'll do this as poor. No, this is old houses, because that's kind of how I did it. It's like the left, on the left side of town, you have more of the older houses, the more spread out. They're less like urbanized. You tend to have older people living there. In the south, you have more of people that are like more closely compacted together. And I put that as kind of like the poorer part of town. And then on the top right, you have a like gated, fenced in community where they try to bring in some affluent individuals and give them like a lot of space and yards and things like that. That's what I was kind of thinking. So if I separate them out, so it's like, oh, old houses is the grouping on the left, because otherwise it's going to be the more groupings I put these in, the more it's going to be easier for me to find those houses in the future. And we're going to have to give each house like a particular thing. Yikes. How you doing, Lux? Hopefully well. Let's do the school. You're alive, maybe. Well, I'm glad to know that you're alive, if that is indeed the case. Maybe the angels snapped your neck. You mean like the crying? Is it crying angels? Falling angels? The one from Doctor Who. Anyway, them? Or just like a normal, I would say normal in big quotations, angel. Normal Christian angel. The assassins? Oh. What did you do? What did you do, Lux, to bring the ire of the assassins? Alright. We're gonna make you 0.5? Bro, what did I do? What did I do to the scalings of these? What the hell? And then we'll do 1.2, I guess. I mean, that kind of equals out. That's fine. 365 by 70, I suppose. Man, I was so proud of how even this was going. Yeah, weeping angels. Thank you. I said crying. I couldn't think of the word weeping. Did you blink? Is that what happened? And then playground. playground. Just get some eye drops. Then you won't have to. Then you won't have to blink. God, I loved that episode of Doctor Who. I didn't watch a whole lot of the episodes, but that was definitely one of my favorite. Position, let's do 360. I was way off. Alright, 300 then. Fine. 0.5. Oh, here we go. Something actually effing normal. Say that, but it was 290 on the dot, pretty much. 65? No. 60? No. Other direction, idealist. 70 by 290? Yeah, 290. I'm in America, so I can't watch Doctor Who. Oh, did they take it out of, like, Netflix or something? I know a lot of people use VPN for that kind of shit. Let's make this one the park, I suppose. No, let's do shopping center. Let's save. Make sure that I'm not running on like, you have to do this all over again, because I will throw up in rage. 180 by, let's try 180. Okay. Hey, is it another somewhat normal one? It is 230 by 210. Look from the looks of it. Yep. Excellent. Yes. Ugh. Lex, are you excited for the new Elden Ring DLC? Let's do... Position, we'll do the ambulance 200. I don't have money to get it. Plus I suck at Elden Ring. Well, I mean, like I don't know if you had anybody in mind to like watch it or something. I don't know, and I also don't know your money situation. I don't know. Maybe you've been saving up for since the original Elden Ring to play the DLC. And you could have been an Elden Ring god for all I know, Lux. I do plan on playing it eventually. So where... So this one... Again, this one also is causing some weird stuff. Let's look at games in general. Oh, I doubt that. All games? Every game? That I doubt. You're talking about that you play Warframe. I imagine you're good at that. Bro, what the hell? Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. There it is. I was like, bro, what the hell is going on? Warframe is easy, just repetitive. I mean, just because, okay, look. just because the game may be easier and that you're good at it doesn't then mean that you're bad at games. It means that to you that game is good, and you're good at that game, which is fine. That's like saying like, oh, I suck at games, but I'm like really good at Tetris. It's like Tetris is easy, but it can be really competitive depending on the situation. You know? Don't put yourself down so much. Uh, 280. And then we'll do 20. First, let's put you as... Where is it? I know. I saw it. Visibility. Top level. There we go. And then now police. Same deal. Top level. 200. $300. Nope, 305. And then negative 60. Those definitely need to be fixed. Oh no. No. Especially with the fact that like the police cars are the most is going to be the most resources you have, because like it's the one thing that's going to be able to beat off this like spread. All right, points of interest. Let's lose the 3 point of interest. Okay. So got that. Shopping center. General store. Boop, boop. And then we're gonna make you, I don't know, 160? Yeah, that's fine. And then 300. Oop. So 1.2 by 0.8. Is that what I'm picking up here? No. 0.6? 195 by 300. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I recently watched that new Nicolas Cage horror movie, by the way. Gosh, I don't remember the name of it. It was weird. It was really weird. I don't know how to describe just how odd it was. It was a movie where it was just kind of like, oh, traditional horror movie kind of thing, and then like they end up showing the monster, and I won't go too much into it if anyone wants to like watch the movie, but it's like I've never been both caught off guard by the mixture of goofiness and unsettledness at the same time, and I'm just like, I still don't know how to feel about it. Abandoned buildings. Let's do building singular. Boop, boop. And then we'll just have you be like 40. 280. So I'm going to guess 1.2 by 0.6. Let's see how close I am here. It's almost like I drew the map. 60. And then 315. That's good enough for me. Then now, if I could have found the way to like move things around by mouse clicking, this would have been done so quickly. I would have made whatever the amount of copies. I would have just put it over. Like maybe this whole map would have taken like 30-45 minutes, but because I had to do it individually and move it till it's perfect, it's cable company. This is a pretty small one, so we're gonna make this one 0.6, 0.8, and then 0.5. Hmm. 0.7, 0.4? No, I think it was 0.3? .35? Why does 3.5 work? 4, 40, 20, 25. Whatever. Again, does it matter? Does it really matter? It matters to me. It matters to me. This is the church. This should be a 0.5 in both directions. We shall see. There. Boom. Done. Love it. Not done, of course, but it's fun. No, we still have two more. We have the roundabout and then the statue. I don't think it really matters. We'll call this one roundabout, I guess. This one might actually keep it 1. Let's see. 150. No, it would be half. So it'd be like 320 and 180. Hey, let's go. And then we have, last but certainly not least, the statue. Actually, it might be the least. It's actually kind of, you know, it might be the least. Also something I guess I need to consider is the color of it. Shoot. Offset? Because I didn't make it, did I? I guess I can make it real quick. Where's my iPad? Where are you, you son of a... Alright. Let's see. Let's just make it real quick. I wonder how long it's gonna take to totally open up. this thing. Open you. Save as statue. And then we'll just do like a, I don't know, gold. Hmm? Do I have to make a new layer? Mike, really? Why don't you... Bro. It's like, no, I won't let you do the simplest thing possibly imaginable. Alright, let's open you. And then now we're going to save you as statue. Will that do it? Will you let me do it that way? Hmm? I'm gonna throw this. Ugh, come on. I just want you. Okay, yes, this is an Apple Pencil. Uh-huh. I'm gonna ask you to dump that. Perfect. Save. I'm gonna ask you to save this as a JPEG. Uh-huh. Yeah. Replace. Okay, now we're gonna go to our drive. There we go. Now, was that so difficult? Because apparently it was. Apparently, it's transferring over a 4x4 80 pixels by 80 pixel golden square is the hardest thing that I managed to do today. So that's what we're doing. Alright, download. Take your time, I suppose. Maybe it's still settling in. I guess while I'm doing that, I can, or while my computer's doing that, I can work on the houses. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, okay. So if we do copy and then paste, and then we put this one as poor houses. Offset? Oh. So if I do transform from there, got you. Let's see here. Let's make the offset here pretty significant. We'll make this 150 by 150. Yeah? Did this download yet? And then yeah, this didn't do anything. It's fine. We'll just do that. It's whatever. And then we'll have you do 150 by 150. Uh-oh, it's doing the thing. It's doing the thing. All right. We're not gonna do poor houses then. We'll just do it again. It's fine. And then we will add another sprite 2D. And this sprite 2D is poor houses. Man. House 1. Boop. And this house 1. Oh, wait, no, we want. It's you. Boop. There you go. And then I believe it's 0.5 for each one. It could be 1. Let's just do 1. We'll leave it 0.5. I remember being confused with this before. Let's transform it to 150 or 300 by 150. 200. All right, we're gonna bring you all the way down. So it will be 260 by 260. Love to see it. Housing 2. Honestly, all we gotta need to do here $260 by 260, and then 0.5. Now it's 260 by 285? 290? Gotcha. So each one is 30. $260 by... Bro, what's wrong with my computer? You good? We good? Alright. 320. There you go. I still didn't download this. Bro, are we good? Alright, cool. I would like to download this, please. There we go. I tried to download it like 3 times, and I was like, hello? Hello? I would like to download this little square gold thing, please. Much obliged. Okay, got that. And bring it up in Godot. Boop, boop. And now if we go to points of interest, I just want to finish this out. Go to statue, boop. And then we'll make this one be top level. Position should be 150. Oh, sorry. It should be 320 over 160. 180. There you go. Boom. And just to make sure. Actually, I think that's too big. 0.25. Yeah, it's 0.25. There you go. Done. Sweet. Now we're done with the points of interest. Now we're doing The housing market. No, you shouldn't need any of these. Need any of these. Hell yeah. Alrighty then. So now... this one... we want... shit, what was this? 0.5? Yeah. We want... maybe 300 by 260? Alright, how far is this? We want it to be about 340 over 260. Point 5, 340 over 360. No, 390. Where'd it go? Okay. 340 over 290. I was like, I thought I did my math. No, I added it by 130, not 30. Boop. And 0.5, 340 over 320. And then we'll go ahead and I don't know. I wish copying and pasting wouldn't duplicate. It would like. I wish it would exactly copy the transform. I don't want it to add additional transform to my transform. It's like every single time you give a spoon of a soup to somebody, you add more salts. It's like by the end of it, you're just like, oh, God, it's so salty. It's not it at all. I don't know what the hell that reference was. This was 260. Oh, so 260. Let's try 320. Why did I think of 320? We were at 340 before, dealist. 380. 390? Looks like 390. And then... oop, not 35.5. 260... 260... 420. Blaze it. This one's not going to help me as much. But we can still at least do 260. And then, like, 400. So we got 450 by 230, looks like. That's fine. Oh. So as long as I don't go underneath it, I'm fine. Hell yeah. I probably learned that. At some point. I probably did, and then I immediately forgot. Because my brain is made of mush. Some say dodo-brained. Some say... What's wrong with you? Why are you talking to me? Get out of my house. But we ignore that negativity. Alright. And now... we do the rich neighborhood. We did the old houses. Let's go ahead and just do like this. We did the old houses. We did the poor houses. And now we do the rich houses. And I'll probably rename them. Or probably not. I don't know. I am not psychic. Actually, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna copy you, and then no, maybe we'll see. Do you create? And this time we'll do rich houses. It's fine. We'll just do house. There you go. And then we'll do 0.5. And then we'll do, I'm gonna say 20. No. That's X, not Y. 400. And then 20. Aw, that was close. You think after doing it a certain amount, I would learn how to do this with my eyes closed. Yeah, that looks about right. What did I say? House? I just put it house 1? Yeah. House 2. $80. House 3. $460 by 50. Yeah, that should be fine. And then 110. Why did I have to make it so uneven? Maybe I'll mess with the maybe I'll mess with that a little more. I'm sure y'all agree. I wonder why they decided to release it on a Thursday instead of a Friday. The DLC. I know my brother's taking off work. I guess if I was working, I would take off work. Over 80. Hold up. I feel like I messed up somewhere. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. What did I do? Weird. I don't know. It like didn't move from the right spot, which is odd. $520. 50. And then 110. All right. Do we want to add the little guy beside the hardware, between the hardware store and the gas station? I thought of it as almost kind of like a warehouse kind of thing. But I don't know. I don't really think there's a need for it. And there's no point putting in something that doesn't need to be there, no? So we got old houses, poor houses, rich houses. We're gonna add a child node of another sprite one. But we're gonna make all these go under here. And this is resources. There you go. Boom. Points of interest, old houses, poor houses, rich houses. I'm going to keep the resources as 2D for now, just in case we decide to actually implement the 3D aspect of things. We can not have to worry about it nearly as much. And now, we'll do... Should I do roads under the sprite 2D umbrella? I don't think it really matters all that much. Maybe I should just do rectangle. Why can't I make this bigger anymore? Okay, I guess. Color rectangle. There you are. And we're gonna make this one like a kind of like a. Oh, can I eyedrop? Yeah, eyedrop me this. There we go. And then we're gonna do roads. Tooltip, localization, layout, transform. There you are. We're gonna make the Y like 5. 10. Position. That looks about right. Oh no, this is 5. I was thinking of position. No, that's 55, idealist. No, we don't want it that big. Let's do 100. That's 0. Keyboard. Maybe it's my computer. It has been happening more and more lately. But there's been like a weird delay. Oh no, this is supposed to be 10. That's right. It's like, why is that so skinny? I don't remember it being so skinny. We're gonna put this as roads. I will be right back. I'm going to also, when I get back, I'm going to kind of look around in Google, and then I'm going to see if there's like a path finding thing where it could be like, cool, these are paths, how other people have gone about it. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, let's go ahead and save this. This might be the last thing we do today. Let's see. We are going to do Godot. Making paths. How to make a character fall along a path in Godot 4. Perfect. Okay. Path 3D. Hold up. Is there a path 2D? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hold up. Path 2D. Contains a curved 2D path for path follow 2D nodes to follow. Oh, this is exactly a point sampler. Contains a curved 2D path for okay. And then what we could do is just have the rectangles be above it so that the player will know. So yeah, it looks like you make a path to like a path 2D and then a path follow 2D, and then you put the characters in which you want them to follow in that path underneath that. Interesting. Well, maybe they don't need to be underneath. As long as they're interactable, it's kind of whatever, right? And then let's go ahead and put follow 2D. Let's see here. It's like he has it selected, and you can like click to make a path. Interesting. Granted, this is a 3D one that I'm looking at here, but I mean, the rules should pretty much state the same, right? So let's see here. Oh, this is much, much easier than I was hoping for. So path 2D. Transform. Select points. Select control points. Add point. then we're going to select this point, and we're going to add another point here. No. We're going to remove that point. Close curve? No. Okay. Add point in empty space. What I don't want is to... What we could do is just remove these real quick. Select points. Add a point. Let's see. Let's go ahead and points of interest. There we go. Got you. So I got you. So you can add the points and it creates a path, and then it's just kind of, and you can make it so it's a little more circled. You can curve it. You can do all that kind of good shit. And then path follow determines like the rate in which they would go along that path. As well as coding it so that they are a certain amount. Got you. Okay. I mean, it's kinda... I think the only way that we would potentially be able to do it because the way that it works is that you see the arrows tied to it. So if we click here and then here, you see those arrows, and then we can like flip it. So it is, by its very basic definition, a path, right? It's, I want to go from point A to point B, and then I can only really go one direction, right? Yeah, that just... Wow, those definitely mess it up. Let's definitely don't just, I was hoping you would be able to make it like thicker or something so we can make it encompass the whole road. But it looks like what we have going on does encompass the whole road. So what we want to do is create a, kind of like a branching path situation instead of just like a normal, you just walk in a circle kind of deal. I mean, they definitely have it, so it's just like it could go both ways. Or once you go to one end, it will then reverse, like that kind of deal. But what we want is we want our resources to see the path and then take that path that's like closest to it and then go to where it needs to go, right? So in this case, there would be kind of like a path, like points that we want each house has a point to go to. Or they would stop and be like, cool, this stop is for this house. This stop is for this location. This stop is for this location. And we would want to say, cool, only in order to get there, you need to only take the roads to get there. But that looks like it's going to be for next time. So we're going to go ahead and remove these. We have our paths ready to go. Our road is also there, potentially. So next week, we will tackle branching paths and try to implement some kind of system to allow the game to know, like, hey, we want them to go to certain houses, and how does it know which house is in which stop, which place we want them to go, etc. Yeah, I think overall it's coming together. We're pretty behind, but that's the name of the game. Granted, the name of the game is The Last Call, but all right. Well, thank all of you who have joined me on today's journey, and I hope to see y'all tomorrow for the last bit of In Sound Mind. All right. With that being said, have a good day. Yeah, have a good day. Take care.